Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. An unusual sight happening 3 times a day on the historic North Bridge to Casey Key.
Workers are using a vehicle to pull open the swivel bridge to make room for tall boats. ABC 7's Ray Collins has more on this unique approach on the old Blackburn Point Bridge.
Indeed, an historic bridge, a swivel bridge that has to open up to let tall boats go through. And in the next few days or even longer, it won't be doing much swiveling at all. This is how the 90-year-old Blackburn Point Bridge looks on a good day. It swivels open to make way for the tall boats trolling through on the Intercoastal Waterway near Casey Key. But right now, the historic bridge isn't doing much swiveling. Some large gears are to blame, and the most basic way you can imagine to swivel the bridge open is happening 3 times a day. Look at this. Subcontractors for the county hook a rope to the bridge and put the other end of the rope around a trailer hitch on one of the workers' SUVs.
Keep going, Jeff.
And as Joe inches away, the bridge starts to open and allow taller boats to stream through.
I didn't think a little Honda's going to open up a 13,000-ton bridge.
And once it's open, they reverse the process. Not only is it a longer wait for boaters, drivers are also having to wait some 15 minutes. And keep in mind, this is a 1-lane bridge, and this will continue 3 times a day while emergency repairs begin next week.
We haven't had anything of this magnitude in quite a while.
And Sarasota County's Larry Mao says it's not easy to fix a bridge that was built during the Calvin Coolidge administration. When do you expect this to be solved?
We are going to be pulling it apart on Monday and Tuesday. And some of these parts, of course, coming from the 1920s, will have to be custom made.
So until further notice, this historic bridge will only open 3 times a day at noon, 4, and 8 p.m. On the historic Blackburn Point Bridge in Sarasota County, Ray Collins, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Ray. Bayfront 2020, the plan to connect the city of Sarasota's Bayfront properties to the rest of downtown, is now under the control of a newly formed board of directors who were introduced to the public at a meeting today. And what stakeholders are most excited about is their new official status as a legal nonprofit and the board being able to start making some tangible decisions. The short-term goal will be to hire a project manager and a planning firm to help design the future use of the waterfront land.
The hope is that they can come back in about 18 months with a viable and realistic master plan for the future of the 42 acres of city-owned land.
As a nonprofit, they can now start collecting donations, and they have set a goal to raise $2.5 million for this project. The newly formed board is made up almost entirely of businessmen and women, from attorneys to accountants.
Well, it's still pretty warm outside, but it is indeed fall here on the Suncoast.
It is, and a good sign of that is the Halloween festivities taking place. ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is at one of those Halloween parties, and he joins us live tonight from Boo Fest in Lakewood Ranch.
That's right, and we have some great characters right here. This is Boo Fest. The weather couldn't be better. Nice windy, breezy conditions here, and all these kids are dressed up. We have Ashley and Amber, Thing 1 and Thing 2. How you doing tonight? Good, good. And this is their dad, right? Daniel, right?
Yes, that's right.
Or Cat in the Hat. And we got an astronaut right here. And also, what are you? Are you a web? That's what I thought. A web with a lot of spiders on right there. Some kids are all dressed up. You guys ready to have some fun?
You ready to have fun, Amber?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, you look great out here. A lot of kids out here tonight for Boo Fest at Lakewood Ranch, and the weather is cooperating. Right now, we're looking at generally fair skies up and down the coast. And thanks a lot, you guys. Go get them, Thing 1, Thing 2. You too, astronaut. You're the commander. I love that. You can see currently we have generally fair skies here up and down the Suncoast, and the temperature now at 83 degrees, dew point is 60. So it's nice humidity at 46%. East and northeast winds are at 18, so a bit breezy. Well, Friday night, just a little bit of a wind. But boy, I got to tell you, there are a lot of people showing up here. Just opened up at 6 o'clock, but it's packed here for Boo Fest. A lot of people coming out doing some trick-or-treating. They got a game right across from me. The game herd with Super Mario. See if I can try my luck. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you. We'll try to get that signal cleaned up a little bit before we go back to Bob. Mosaic hopes to fill a massive sinkhole in Polk County by the spring, months after millions of gallons of contaminated waste and water and waste drained into Florida's aquifer. The phosphate company recently completing a survey of that hole. Earlier this week, Mosaic reached an agreement with the State Department of Environmental Protection to put up to $40 million. And if that fails to follow through on the cleanup, the company will then face fines of up to $10,000 a day. State environmental officials say contaminants found in private wells near the site are not believed to be related to the sinkhole.
Bradenton police arrest 8 people as part of a 2-month investigation cracking down on narcotics. Investigators have been looking into the illegal sale of narcotics, including heroin, which has led to several overdose deaths. These 8 suspects range in age from 20 to 45. Charges are pending against 2 more people.
After a deadly fire earlier this week, the Sarasota County Fire Department is stepping up its efforts to help residents protect themselves. Fire officials going door to door, checking and installing smoke detectors in homes in the Kensington Park neighborhood. The effort comes after a fire there earlier this week claimed the life of an elderly couple and seriously injured their adult son. While the cause of the fire is still under investigation, some residents speculate there may have been an electrical problem because there was a power outage and FPL was working on the lines behind the home.
No, it wasn't long, only a few minutes after they turned the power back on that the house was just ablaze.
If you have a working smoke alarm, it'll give you a notification so that way you can get up and out of your home by the time the fire starts spreading, because fire doubles in size every 30 seconds, so it really gives you that advance warning to get out.
These smoke alarms have a new lithium battery with a 10-year lifespan, but firefighters say residents should still test their equipment, those smoke detectors, regularly to make sure they're working. 20 years from now, what will the future of solar power look like here on the Suncoast? We'll explore that question coming up next in our special series, Suncoast 2037.
And big plans for what's currently a relatively small university will be in store for New College of Florida.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'd find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Sarasota Opera presents Donizetti's Don Pasquale. 6 performances from October 28th through November 13th. Reserve your tickets at sarasotaopera.org.
Your home is the largest investment you have. So when you're looking for furniture, window treatments, and accessories from America's top brands like Henredon, American Leather, and Hunter Douglas, the only place you need to go is Bacon's. Quality, service, price. Bacon's Furniture and Design, Sarasota.
This week is wild with Mustang rescues.
So this is not for the weak in pocketbook,
No,
as they
it's
might
not.
say.
And the nosy Cotamundi.
Look at the nose. The nose is amazing to me. Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Our special series, Suncoast 2037, continues as we look at what the area may look like 20 years from now.
Tonight, we're focusing on solar power. Greenlink College of Art and Design resident futurist David Houle predicts not even in 20 years, but as early as this decade, we will see the beginning of the end of the fossil fuel era. He foresees ExxonMobil being a short-term investment by the 2020s and solar power ultimately becoming the main form of energy. Florida currently does not crack the top 10 in the U.S. in terms of states tapping into solar, but he hopes that will change.
We should fly into Sarasota Bradenton International Airport and see solar everywhere. And the fact that we haven't is just the vested interest. And it's unconscionable that we, in the Sunshine State, aren't living off of sunshine.
Tonight at 11, we'll take a look at what local education might look like in 20 years. In the meantime, for more of these stories, go to our website, mysuncoast.com. You can find the Suncoast 2037 link at the top of our homepage.
And speaking of the future, the smallest of Florida's 12 universities wants to increase its student body by 41% by the fall of 2022. New College of Florida is looking to move into the upper ranks of liberal arts colleges in the nation. The plan would require hiring 40 new faculty members, 61 staff members, and spending $45 million on construction. The proposal first needs backing from the State University System's Board of Governors. NCF would then like the state lawmakers to ask state lawmakers for nearly $72 million over the next 3 years to see the plan go through.
Very ambitious.
It is, but it's good to have high goals to try to
definitely
achieve.
Your forecast for the weekend is coming up right after this.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Bob, checking out some Halloween festivities tonight.
Yes, Halloween, of course, Monday, but the festivities are already getting underway at Boo Fest. Bob?
I'll tell you what, it's been crazy out here tonight. So many people showing up. We got the band getting ready to start it off, but it's been going on now for over 15, 20 minutes. It goes till 9 o'clock. This is Boo Fest, and some of the costumes are just spectacular. These kids are all dressed up, and also their parents are decked out too in Halloween costumes. What a great venue it is. You can see the long lines extending all the way down Main Street here at Lakewood Ranch. We got Superman, Superwoman. We got the Queen, looks like DeVille, what's her name? I think, yeah, right there, you see her. Cruella DeVille, that's it. Cruella, how are you? She's with her 2 kids there. And we got all sorts of band. The band's ready to play. Roulette Academy Strikers are going to kind of lead things off here. Weather couldn't be better. Let's go to the maps to show you what's happening if we can. And we're going to have Josh move those maps. We're breaking up now, but go ahead and move those maps along. And we'll show you what's happening as far as that goes. Right now, no rain around, perfect weather as far as that goes. Currently, we do have partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are still in the 80s up and down the coast, 83 degrees. There's still a bit of a breeze out there. The high temperature today did warm into the mid to upper 80s on the coast once again. And it looks similar conditions out on Saturday. No rainfall to report, and it looks like we'll stay through the weekend. There will be a front approaching.
All right, I guess our signal to Bob couldn't get through, but we're looking at a current temperature right now of 83 degrees here in Sarasota, 77 in Orlando, very nice in Key West at 77 as well. Temperatures around the Suncoast, you could ask for a better Friday evening. Temperatures holding steady in the low 80s right now, and a little further inland, 78 here in Sebring. And looking very nice over here in Lake Placid as well, 78 degrees. For tomorrow, carbon copy forecast as what we had today. Temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 80s again, low humidity, so it's going to feel very nice. A few clouds out there in the afternoon, but it is going to be breezy with this pressure gradient that's set up here. Talking about some weather up here in the northeast. Received some snow up here in the White Mountains around Maine and Portland, getting doused with some heavy rainfall also in Boston. Could be some travel delays up there in the northeast, but everywhere else looking pretty quiet at this time. For the tropics, we're looking at a flare up here around Cuba, bringing some heavy rainfall. I believe this is going to stay put here and not advance any further towards the north and affect us. So we're going to have a very pleasant weekend. The reason why this is going to not really affect us, other than maybe a few mid to high level clouds coming our way, is the wind shear is very strong. The upper level wind shear is cutting across, and that's going to prohibit any sort of tropical development, which is obviously good news for us. But we are looking at some heavy rainfall around Cuba, and the rain's going to remain to the south. Once again, we have a northeasterly wind, pressure gradient setting up, so our winds for this evening and into tomorrow are going to be sustained anywhere from 15 to possibly 20 miles per hour. So you're taking the boat out tomorrow, well, there could be some higher wave just offshore. 68 degrees for our low tonight, so very comfortable. It can open up our windows, don't have to worry about the air conditioning, looking very nice there. The only issue, though, is with the winds for this evening could affect some of those field goals for Friday night football. Our high tomorrow will be 87 degrees. Once again, we're going to have breezy conditions, but beautiful conditions for the next several days. Highs topping out in the mid-80s and mostly sunny skies.
Thank you, Josh. It is crunch time for some high school football teams across the Suncoast, as some district titles will be decided tonight.
And that's the scenario for our football Friday night game of the week. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us live from Port Charlotte High School with a preview tonight. Dwayne?
Well, that's right, Scott and Haley. As promised, I'm wearing a Charlotte High jacket. Wore a Port Charlotte jacket for the 5. Now, what's crazy is the jacket still fits. Basically, I guess I'm no bigger now than I was back in high school. So 1 hour till game time. You can see the stands right behind me filling up. People are recognizing in this county that this is becoming a hotbed in Southwest Florida for football. Now, this is the first time these two teams have met undefeated in the regular season. The Tarpons leading the series a whopping 31-4, with Charlotte Tarpons taking 2 from the Pirates last year. Now, 1 in regular season and 1 in the postseason. But Pirate head coach Jordan Eggman is looking to change that with his spread offense, including a pass attack headed by quarterback Paul Barnes and Ernest Harvey in the backfield. On the flip side, the Tarpons have a similar offensive attack with quarterback D. Hicks spreading the ball around, and also 225-pound back Malik Williams, a University of Arkansas commit, will be an integral part of this offense. Now, we're also taking pictures. You got to send us our pictures. Fan of the week, also at mysuncoast.com, on Twitter, via Twitter. Send us fan of the week pictures. Any pictures you have, send it to us. Haley Scott, back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. I don't know if Dwayne noticed he had his glasses on top of his head, so hopefully you could see okay.
I know, yeah. I guess he could.
I guess. It
Yeah.
worked out well. And I think he was saying that he wore his Port Charlotte letter jacket.
Right.
That was the one that still
still
fit.
fits.
Then he borrowed, we think, Trisha's. It looked like it
I
said
was wondering
Trisha.
about that. Yeah. The name didn't fit, did it? Well, an unwelcomed house guest in Sarasota.
That story is straight ahead. Stay with us.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Race to the finish. Trump, Clinton. The fight to get out the vote. Will there be an October surprise? With just 11 days to go, this is where America turns. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
We recently learned that Florida tops the nation in snake bites, but here's one snake encounter that ended peacefully. A Sarasota police officer responded to an unwelcome guest showing up at the front door of a home, this boa constrictor. It was taken to Sarasota County Animal Services, but not before snapping a pic with the officer. Brave officer.
I was going to say, that is, wow. He's smiling too, like it's
He's
it's
happy.
like it's
he
nothing.
Must be maybe a fan of reptiples. Yeah.
He's a snake handler. Yeah. I hope so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Football Friday night tonight, and a beautiful night for it, too. Huh?
Beautiful night, temperatures in the 70s, but the winds are going to be a bit strong.
Okay. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
Football Friday night tonight.
This is an ABC 7 editorial with Steve Sabato.
When you step into the voting booth on November 8th, you will find 4 proposed amendments to the Florida Constitution. Amendments 2, 3, and 4 are very clear and easy to understand. Amendment 1 is confusing, even misleading. The headline on the ballot reads, quote, "Rights of electricity consumers regarding solar energy use," unquote. Sounds like voting yes gives you the right to own or lease equipment that generates solar power. That is not true. We already have that right. There's nothing in the state constitution that prohibits it. Those who want you to vote yes include big utility companies like Florida Power and Light and Duke Energy. That's because current law requires them to keep customers with solar systems hooked into the electric grid and buy back any unused solar power. They also argue the amendment would protect consumers who do not want to subsidize the cost of keeping solar customers hooked up to the grid. By way of background, Florida has a pathetic record when it comes to generating solar. We're not even in the top 10 states. Places like New York, New Jersey, even Massachusetts produce more solar than Florida. So, when you get to Amendment 1 on your ballot, go ahead and vote your conscience. But don't be fooled into thinking a yes vote means you support solar energy. If you vote no on Amendment 1, the Constitution remains unchanged. And perhaps you will be sending a message about the future of energy in Florida. Namely, it's high time the Sunshine State starts using the sun to generate more than sales for tanning lotions and beach umbrellas. I'm Steve Sabato. We'd like to hear from you.
The opinions expressed in this editorial do not necessarily reflect those of ABC7's owners or management. If you would like to comment, go to our website, www.mysuncoast.com, and click Community.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 15th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. Watch live cooking demonstrations from local chefs and take part in a silent auction to bid on creative prize packages that will delight any foodie or wine connoisseur. The event will feature live music by Kettle of Fish. There's free parking, and all proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. Don't miss this year's Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing, complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good.
Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
This week is wild with Mustang rescues.
So this is not for the week in pocketbook, as they might say. And the nosy Cotamundi.
Look at the nose. The nose is amazing to me. Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC 7.